iOS 14.3 is here. watchOS 7.2 has arrived. TikTok will now warn you about offensive content. Twitter has given up on Periscope. How's it going, everybody? This is Dave LeClair with Make Use of Tech Bytes. We're going to break down the biggest news stories of the day. So without further ado, let's kick it off right now. iOS 14.3 is officially here. It is available for iPhone users to download, and it brings support for the AirPods Max, and it also adds Apple Fitness Plus. But those aren't the really exciting aspects of the story. What's really exciting is for anybody that has an iPhone Pro, because now Pro RAW is here, which gives you the ability to fine-tune your photos and make them exactly how you want them. Well, it's not exactly like using a DSLR to take photos. It's about as close as you're gonna get with an iOS device. It gives you all kinds of ability to fine-tune your pictures and really make them stand out. So if you want to tweak the exposure more, if you want to tweak the aperture, pretty much everything that you could do with a raw photo, if you import it into like Lightroom, you could do right from the iPhone, and it's quite easy to use. I tested it out and I really like it. Make sure you turn Pro RAW on in your iPhone, or otherwise you won't be able to take advantage of the new feature as long as you have an iPhone Pro or iPhone Pro Max. Just head to Settings, go to Camera, and then Formats, and in there you will see the ability to turn on Apple Pro RAW. Once you do that, you just need to tap the RAW icon in the camera app while taking a photo to turn it on or off. Some other cool stuff coming to iOS 14.3 is the option to record video at 25 frames per second, support for additional search engines as the default. There's even a little tweak to the Apple TV app, which adds a dedicated tab for Apple TV Plus, so if you're a subscriber, that's a nice bonus to have. And all in all, iOS 14.3 seems like a pretty solid update. It's not the game changer that you get when you go from iOS 13 to 14, for example, but it is a pretty solid update. It adds some new stuff, and if you're interested in those fancy new headphones, you're definitely going to want to update your phone. watchOS 7.2 is here, and along with that comes the subscription to Apple Fitness Plus, which was announced quite a while ago by Apple, but it is officially available. Along with that, watchOS 7.2 has the ability to keep track of more metrics, and it does a better job of monitoring your VO2, which again will help you keep track of your fitness levels and make sure that everything is staying as optimal as possible. Because after all, if you bought an Apple Watch, one of the main reasons you probably bought it outside of keeping track of your text messages is because you want to take advantage of some of the fitness functionality that it offers, and 7.2 does a good job of making that happen. If you want to get watchOS 7.2, you'll need to jump into the Watch app on your phone and check for a software update. Once in there, go through the process and you will have the new version of watchOS 7.2. Another improvement with watchOS 7.2 is atrial fibrillation classification at heart rates above 100 BPM, which is supported in the ECG app in most regions. Apple also added support for Braille displays with VoiceOver, which is continuing Apple's focus on the accessibility market with its devices. All in all, it's a solid update and one that you should definitely download as soon as you can, because why not? Our next story involves everybody's favorite social video app, TikTok. They're actually giving a little bit of a refresh to their community guidelines, which will make browsing through videos a more friendly experience for most. The app actually broke down a little bit more detail on its cyberbullying policy, saying that doxing and bullying is not allowed, which should have been pretty obvious, but it's nice to see that they're making it official. But the biggest change is really the warning screen that comes up on TikTok now. So if you're about to see some graphic content as you're scrolling through videos, TikTok will actually warn you to let you know that some graphic content is incoming and that you may want to go elsewhere, or you may want to watch it depending on your level of tolerance for that sort of thing. Another big thing TikTok is doing is it's helping people who want to hurt themselves. Or at least it's trying to. If you search for things like self-harm within TikTok, it will actually direct you to the appropriate places where you can get help. It's a nice little thing that might help some people. I mean, anything you can do to help prevent suicide or help prevent people from harming themselves is always a positive. And the final thing that comes with this new TikTok update is some improvement to the COVID-19 resources, which we always need more COVID-19 resources. TikTok added some information on vaccines, so if you're curious about that, TikTok could actually be a useful resource instead of just a place to watch cats and dogs dance. Of course, all this might not matter if TikTok gets banned, as its future is certainly uncertain, but for now, TikTok is hanging around in the US, and we will keep on being able to use it, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit more pleasant experience, so that's always a good thing. And our final story of the day is one that probably comes as a surprise to no one, and that is that Twitter has given up on Periscope. Now, I see you looking at your monitor thinking, what is Periscope still existed? Apparently, yes, it did, and there were a few users on it, but Twitter has decided that, it's time to put the kibosh on that one. Now, users who still want to stay on Periscope have until March of 2021 to enjoy the app. So if it's something that you use on a daily basis, you can still hop in there and enjoy it for another few months. Just prepare that it's going to go away very soon. Twitter actually integrated live streaming into Twitter proper shortly after it acquired Periscope, so the fact that the app lasted for this long is honestly a surprise. Let's take a quick moment of silence for Periscope. That was about as quick as I think we need. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this edition of Make Use of Tech Bytes. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you guys in the next one.